All right. Welcome to our first week of feature matches here for Foundations League. Dirk is supposed to be joining me here. I think he might have had some connection issue or something. I don't know, Adam, if you want to jump in until he gets back, if you are able to. Otherwise,
Sure,
I
I'll try
can.
to follow along. I've got a
All right.
draft match going on.
All right. No,
but
no. Thanks. All right. So we got DeWitt here, the Seething Octopus, who is a newer player to our league, but pretty good performer. Just made his first top eight and played in that yesterday. Playing against Jack H. So, do we know what's going on in Jack's hand over there?
yeah, we've got a lot of think twices, two of those. Oh, I was going to say no blue source, but we just top decked a blue source out of nowhere. So never didn't have it.
Yeah. So Jack is on. He's at 2-2 right now. So it's his last match of the week, and DeWitt's actually just starting his week here. So this is his first match. He appears to have some kind of a three-color deck. As you do with your starting pool here. He did mulligan, but he does have a pretty functional hand here. He has the Inspiring Paladin, which is the 3/3 first strike. On your turn, he has the Cephalid Ink Mage, the Angel of Finality, a Fleeting Flight, and a Plains on an Island. So he's got all his colors. He's got a 3, he's got a 4. I don't know if
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd be fighting over this with the Fleeting Flight. I would just develop a 3-drop.
yeah, we've got a lot of gas in hand. No more lands, though, unfortunately. But we've got a Balmor and a High Fate Trickster, the 4-drop blue flyer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That is very good. Yeah, DeWitt's just going to have like a nice, decent curve out here, but after he plays out his hand, there's not going to be too much going on. So unless he has some card advantage or he doesn't really have any removal, if Jack can fight through these creatures, which they're pretty decent creatures, but as long as he can fight through them, he's going to be doing all right. And that's a nice follow up to an attack here. Gets to draw
Yeah.
a land or an interactive spell. Looks like he mentioned he was on 3 colors as well, so he might want the plains there if he doesn't have one in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got no white spells in hand. Still the 2 think twices, the Balmor and the High Fate Trickster over here.
All right, so lots of instant speed stuff potentially going on here. This Inspiring Paladin has been a pretty nice 3-drop, and giving other stuff first strike has been like quite relevant a good portion of the time. Well, Angel of Finality comes down. Jack's probably happy he doesn't have any Think Twices in the graveyard.
Yeah, none of them
That
in your
hits.
yard. That's lucky.
Yeah, I've nabbed a few Think Twices with that Angel a couple times already.
And Balmor looks like it's coming down here.
Yeah, that card is pretty scary. You can get a lot of damage in kind of out of nowhere, right? It's like a group pump and it has trample. And it
And it's
itself
so
is a 1/3 flyer, like very, very strong.
yeah, it's carried a couple of different blue-red archetypes in various formats, I think.
Yeah, well, we saw it in DMU and it was excellent, and now we see it back here, and it's looking to be excellent once again, in its archetype. A reason to draft the archetype, I would even say,
Oh, definitely.
or to build around it when you see it in your pool. All right, so feeling a little spooked by all the open mana and the Balmor triggers. DeWitt decides to leave his 3/4 back and playing an absolute classic here. I believe all the way back from Alpha, perhaps, if not Antiquities, I think. But a 25 plus year old card here in the Juggernaut. I mean, it was big for its time. It's a little less big now, but it still hits hard.
I guess this is game 1 for him.
Yeah, it's his first match, so he's just playing. I mean, I saw a Galta in his first hand that he had to mulligan, so he's playing what appears to be pretty much straight up 3 colors here, just to get through some of the early weeks. Yeah, I don't know. Did Dirk come back, or we don't know? I guess not.
I haven't seen him.
Uh oh.
We can't hear you, Dirk, if you're there.
All right. Hopefully, nothing went too wrong over there. But we do have to progress with the game here. Yeah, it's going to be hard for for DeWitt to get through like big portions of damage here. Imagine he could just like cast Think twice and like trade off his 1/1 token for a Juggernaut if that's what he wanted to do.
Yeah, that might be the play here.
Yeah, and this 3/4 just not attacking or blocking, just it should be doing something, right? You got a 3/4 flyer, you should be doing something with it. And if your opponent's not giving you a chance to block, you might want to try to attack, but at 10 life, he's there could be a lot more damage coming in.
Yep. Looks like he's going the Think Twice route here, eh? Oh, we just drew, though, a Luminous Rebuke.
Okay, so it doesn't... Okay, so he gets to do that and gets to trade with the Juggernaut if... I imagine that is appealing. So I think he's going to do a fleeting flight here and hope that works out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Alright, so looking at 2 Elementalist Adepts, which is that 2/1 Flash Prowess, which is of no use here, and a Scrawling Crawler, which also is no good. So let's get all of those in the graveyard right away.
We've got another Luminous Rebuke off the top here.
Yeah, well, you can just get that Angel out of the way, I suppose, and there's going to be lots of trample damage. Okay, he's decided not to get too crazy here. Yeah, so Think Twice just to get a trample. It's still going to be a trade, but it's...
Oh, Heroic Reinforcements off the top.
Well, that's a nice one to go with.
With Balmor, yeah.
Yeah, that one can pile on the damage.
Plus nearly enough lands to double spell that with High Fae Trickster. I think there will be enough lands. We've got 1 Plains in hand.
Yeah, so he does have the Big Fin Bouncer here. He can send the Balmor back to hand.
Yeah.
But
although
the Heroic Reinforcements is going to be a bunch of surprise damage.
Yeah, because the Balmor will still get haste. I think it's lethal if we see an attack all here from the Octopus.
I imagine he believes he needs to attack all, which is probably an accurate statement. I mean, he doesn't know his opponent's about to deal him like 12 damage out of nowhere.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize this was a flash card, the High Fae Trickster. I haven't cast this card yet.
Yeah, so that one it's a 4/2 flash. It also gives everything else flash. So that one just has like a Leyline of Anticipation stapled onto it.
We can even cast the Rebuke for 2. So we can go Balmor into Reinforcements into Rebuke.
That should be plenty of
overkill.
Yeah, no, this is just it's lethal without anything else, and DeWitt just sitting there with his cute little giant growth, which so he's as you can sometimes see on week 1, he's his mana base is 7, 9, 6, and 3 Blossoming Sands. So that's sometimes how you got to do it on week 1 especially in your first match. But I mean, he didn't have color troubles, and he was able to cast a bunch of stuff. He just wasn't really doing anything super impactful. That was the problem. But he does have a Coma and a Gulta and the Sire of 7 Deaths, the 7 mana Eldrazi with 7 abilities. So he's
hoping to ramp.
Got some big stuff.
Yeah,
he actually had the Sire in hand with the mulligan, but he put it on the bottom with the mulligan.
I think we're a full 3-color deck here. There's at least 7 white spells. That's the closest he has to a splash. Maybe 8.
All right. I mean, we both got 3-color decks here. I mean, again, par for the course for week 1.
A good amount of fixing, though. A couple of Campus Guides, the Gold Vein pick. I see one of your favorite cards here, the Leyline Axe. Maybe we'll see that in the opener.
I don't know. I mean, every time my opponent has it, it's in the opening hand. Every time I have it, it's uncastable when I draw it late in the game.
I think that's the same scenario, though, right? Because you're only ever seeing it if it's in your opponent's opening hand. Nobody's spending 7 to get that on a body.
I mean, depending how late it is. I mean, I think it's a fine card. The one time I had it in my opening hand, it was absolutely insane, and every other game it was bad to fine. But unfortunately, we got a double mulligan here, which
on both
happens
sides
here. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's even then.
But maybe Jack was just mulling until he got the Leyline Axe, because he did get it on the 3rd try.
Oh, he's thinking on a different level, that one.
It means we're gonna have 4 cards in hand to start.
I mean, yeah. He's going to have a hard time equipping that one. DeWitt does have a hand of Island, Island Forest, and 2 Uncharted Voyage was the 5 he kept.
Oh,
So Leyline Axe unlikely to get attached to a creature as long as he gets a 4th mana here. Yeah, so one thing I did notice is that he does have a good amount of 2-drops, but he also has like almost as many 4-drops in his deck. So he's really, really, I would say probably a bit too much 4-drops there than more than you would like. So, and he's drawn 1 for last turn with the Big Fin Bouncer. So,
although the week 1 meta is slow enough that you can get away with the number of 4-drops you'd like to see in your 2-drop.
I mean, yeah, this is like this damage is gonna start coming through, and DeWitt's. I mean, he can Uncharted Voyage here if he gets a land, but if he doesn't, he's gonna be okay. He does have a land here, so he does get a bit of a reprieve here. He gets to bounce it, then he gets to Uncharted it. Basically, for the foreseeable future, no creature will be attacking with a Leyline Axe attached to it. Nothing better than a Campus Guide, I guess.
No other creatures in hand, just our old favorites, the Rebuke and the Think Twice.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want in your Think Twice deck. You want interactive spells to cast, and then you want Think Twice to cast if you don't need to use them. Yeah, he's just gonna straight up. He's gonna Uncharted this right now, so he can attack for 6 and try and get this game over with before Jack can have creatures in play. But the Rebuke is gonna slow down.
Ooh, topped it.
I think did he even get a land last time? Or he just played it as a 2/1, right?
No, he just wants it as a creature, I think.
Sometimes.
Wow, takes this. I don't know. Is this the plan?
Sometimes you just want a 2/1 with no text on it. I mean, you got to defend yourself. See, if he equips now, it's gonna be big trouble because he's gonna take another 6.
Yeah, that's bad. He can't know, but
yeah, I mean, this is it played out well for DeWitt here. He got his 4th land on time. If he didn't get his 4th land on time, I think he probably can't really win. That Campus Guy's
keeping it again.
Just gonna smack him. I don't know. He's probably wishing that he used the Rebuke now, I would say, but he can do it now. He can play that and Rebuke and then just hope to trade.
I think this Campus Guide is officially an 8-drop now.
I mean, we've
like seen cast 4 times for 2 mana each time.
He is doing his rounds. He had many tours to give today.
Oh, see, this time he's gun shy. He didn't. He's fearing the 4th bounce.
But he lost. So the Campus Guide just kept getting lost. He was trying to give a tour of the campus and just ended up going in circles, it seems. And now he just died. Yeah, poor guy. All right, well we got a showdown here.
Hey, we got a creature off the top, so that's something.
And no, he doesn't. Oh, he does have mana to equip it. So this is if DeWitt can top a removal here. I mean, last turn he just randomly drew the planes off the top. Gauntlet is not exactly what you're looking for here, I would say. It's a little expensive, yeah. Just a little.
Look at the aggression here. I mean, I guess the clock is so fast with this axe.
Well, going up to 4 life means that he doesn't die from just like 1 removal, giving a prowess trigger. That 1 life gain from the Dazzling Angel gave him enough life to attack here. Which is, I mean, Dazzling Angel has just been such a high performer. Like, I just want
such a good card.
I just want like any number of them in like all of my decks. Like, obviously, with life gain synergies, it just goes off, but it has flying. It's just, you play it even in like white, green, and white, red, which don't have those synergies just because it's so good.
I think you'd happily play it in any deck. Yeah. The 2/3 body is totally fine in the air, and then the life gain every turn is wild.
Yeah, the life gain, like, they usually staple that on like 1 mana 1/1s, and they're like fine. But like putting it on like a real body, a creature that can actually impact the board is, well, as we can see, it's very good.
More importantly, a creature that can survive a stab.
So he's got a witness protection here, but that doesn't quite do exactly what you want, which is the problem with that card. And he's still got the Gauntlet there, which obviously isn't getting cast anytime soon.
Witness protection seems pretty good here, right? It'll shut down the angel and give another trigger, which has to be blocked.
Yeah, I guess forcing a jump block here is pretty good. I guess he doesn't have a burst lightning in his deck.
Oh, wow. Wow. Rebuke off the top.
Oh.
Unreal.
Oh, that's what
Left
he was.
up the one white.
Oh, I was thinking
wild.
maybe he had burst lightning and maybe he should have left the red open, but no, he's
And
just,
I think this is lethal. We've
if you
drawn him.
re-equip, then yeah, no, it's not. It's not quite lethal.
Well, he's got Imperium Eagle off the top.
Oh, yeah, that is in fact quite lethal. Yes. All right. Well, we get the win here from Jack. A little bit of an unfortunate double mulligan there, but the Leyline Axe did come through after that campus guide went on quite the tour of the campus many times over. But congratulations to Jack, and we'll see everybody back for our second match in a little bit.